My name is Angela Stenberg. My father is Tom Stenberg. This is my mother, Toni Darling. We're going to talk about Denmark. Denmark is a country in Northern Europe, right by Germany and Sweden. And my father, Tom Stenberg, is actually from Copenhagen, Denmark. His mother is from Greenland, but he was born and raised in Copenhagen, Denmark. So I'm going to read this book about Denmark. Okay, and just so you know, Denmark also, the Vikings. I'm not sure if you guys know who the Vikings are. They also are originated from Denmark. So, okay, the quality of life in Denmark is honestly one of the very best in the world. People in Denmark are known for being the happiest. Today we will be exploring the very exciting country of Denmark. Okay. Are there many rivers in Denmark? There certainly are rivers in Denmark. One of the longest rivers is 109 miles long. Whee! Okay, so which language do they speak the most often in Denmark? The language which they speak the most often in Denmark is Danish. Danish is actually one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. And trust me, I've been trying to learn this language all my life and I still can't figure out anything.
That's true. That's true. Maybe a little French, maybe a little German.
Does Denmark have a queen? Denmark does have a queen. The current queen of Denmark is Marguerite II of Denmark. She has been the queen since 1972.
You want to give them a little history about Queen Margaret, your grandfather?
Oh, I believe, yeah. How?
About your grandfather being in the Royal Queen's Guards and he led the procession.
Okay, yeah, Mom, you know more than that.
Anyway.
So, okay. Do people in Denmark know how to swim? The answer is a big yes. It is a compulsory for schools to teach children swimming. All children learn how to swim in school, therefore Danish people are usually good swimmers. I guess that's where I get my good swimming from, huh?
Absolutely.
So which sport do they support the most in Denmark? Danish people love sports. The most popular sport in Denmark is soccer, or what they would refer to as football.
Right.
Okay. Which goods get exported the most in Denmark? Denmark is popular for exporting all sorts of goods. These goods include pork meat, furniture, chemical products, and industrial machinery. Is it safe to travel in the country of Denmark? Denmark is known worldwide for being exceptionally safe. The crime rate is extremely low and it is actually very safe to travel in the country of Denmark. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I lost my page.
It's okay. You're doing good.
How do people usually get around in the country? The best way to get around is by bicycle. There are actually more bicycles in the country of Denmark than there are cars. Maybe that's why a lot of them are in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So what is a popular food to eat in the country? Have you ever eaten rye bread? The Danish people are very well known for eating lots of rye bread. And this is a special type of Danish bread.
What's that cookie that you like?
Marzipan.
Marzipan.
Really good.
Really good.
So, does Denmark have its own national flower? The answer is yes. Denmark certainly does have its own national flower. The name of this particular flower is the Marguerite daisy. Okay, so which currency do they use in Denmark? The official financial currency which people use to buy things in Denmark is the Danish krone. Was anything world famous invented in Denmark? Have you ever played with Legos? Believe it or not, Lego was first invented in Denmark. Maybe that's why my dad decided to get my son some Legos. So which city is the capital of Denmark? Have you ever heard of Copenhagen? Copenhagen is the capital and the biggest city which exists in Denmark. And that's where my dad, Tom Stenberg, was born. Okay. Is it expensive to buy things in Denmark? The truth is that Denmark is actually quite expensive. It is certainly not cheap, not a cheap country at all.
And show them the Danish flag.
Oh, and then of course I have my little Danish flag because that represents, you know, part of our culture. So my children can know that that's part of their culture. Okay? Okay, so will you find animals in Denmark? Denmark has some really special animals. There are many different animals in Denmark. Denmark is also home to roe deer, which can only be found in Denmark. Do you know the movie Bambi? Bambi is meant to be a roe deer. See, even Bambi's from Denmark.
Right.
And the Little Mermaid.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Yes.
That's a fun fact.
So what type of weather do they experience in Denmark? Denmark has magnificent weather all year round. There are not too many fluctuations in the weather patterns. During summer months, it is very warm and the sun shines often. During winter months, it does rain, but it isn't too heavy. Is Denmark a small or big country? In terms of size, Denmark is relatively big. It is one of the larger European countries. Where in the world will you locate Denmark? Do you know where Europe is on the map? If you look for Northern Europe, you will find Denmark. What type of landscape does Denmark have? Denmark has a beautiful landscape. The landscape is often used in nature photography. Denmark is surrounded by beautiful islands, hills, coastlines, and valleys. Okay. And do many people visit the country of Denmark? The answer is a massive yes. Denmark is a very popular country to come and visit. Hopefully, one of these days, my kids and I can visit.
And here's like a fun fact too. Another fact that they didn't mention in the book is that Greenland is also a part of Denmark.
And that's where my grandmother is from, and many of her family today currently reside in Bornholm, Greenland.
And another thing, I guess you're wondering why I have this on that keeps falling out of my ears. This is what? Amber.
It's
you want to
amber.
tell a little bit about amber,
Yes,
which
so,
is plenty in Denmark.
So the gemstone amber. Amber is an organic gemstone forming from the hardened resin of ancient pine trees. The hardening process of amber is known as polymerization, which fossils the resin over many centuries and makes it hard and sturdy. So a lot of the amber that is in Denmark is actually hundreds and thousands of years old. Millions of years old. So if you're getting amber from Denmark, it's been around for a long time.
And thank you, Angela, for reading the book. And you guys, thank you for listening to my daughter. You had no choice.
Thank you.
My Danish daughter.